Find something that makes you happy and go for it. A feminist is a person who believes in the power of women just as much as they believe in the power of anyone else. It's equality, it's fairness, and I think it's a great thing to be a part of. Age doesn't mean anything. Age doesn't mean I can't work as hard. Age doesn't mean I can't do as well as everyone else. It's just a factor. It's just there. There are things that people say that hurt my feelings or whatever, especially with social media right now. It can be the most amazing thing, and it can also be the most negative and detrimental thing. It's hard as a young person of a different ethnicity or background to look at the TV and not see anyone who looks like you. Representation is very important. There were a lot of times people would do my makeup, and it would be awful, and I would be orange. Nothing matched. So then you learn how to do your own makeup. I watched a lot of YouTube videos when I was little and taught myself. It's important to raise your voice in things you feel passionate about and things that you know about. Don't raise your voice just to raise your voice if you have nothing behind it and don't know what you're talking about. I've loved Michael Jackson since the minute I was born. He's probably the most talented person ever. He was able to create such an amazing career and be probably the biggest star we've ever had. My generation, we really have to step up to the plate and vote. Tweeting is great, people say, "Oh, I don't want this or that," but at the end of the day, tweeting isn't a ballot. My generation, we really have to step up to the plate and vote. Tweeting is great, people say, "Oh, I don't want this or that," but at the end of the day, tweeting isn't a ballot. Just saying that you don't like someone on Twitter is not going to turn a state blue or red. You have to vote. I was actually supposed to be a basketball player, not an actress. My parents had me playing basketball on competitive teams when I was in kindergarten. Even though my heart belongs to the arts, I'm a tomboy at heart, too. I have a phone obsession. It's really hard on set sometimes because I'll be checking Instagram, and then I have to remember, oh, crap, I have to shoot a scene or rehearse. Every now and then, I have to turn it off and live my life. I've had a lot of voices tell me what I should be making. Personally, I would much rather live and die by my own hand. If my stuff sucks, then at least I made it suck. I didn't allow some old dude in a suit, to make it suck for me. Of course I've had a problem with people taking me seriously because of my age. People are always going to do that because you're less experienced, you haven't lived as much. When you're put in a position to really affect young people who are going to run the world one day, if you're able to be in their life at a young age and make a positive impact, I think that's a beautiful thing. As an artist, you have to work really, really hard because you gotta make something that will allow people to even take the chance to even listen to it, you know? My mother's proud of where she's from, and her history, and her past, and same with my dad. I have roots in Africa. Like, I am from Africa as well as from Germany, and I am very proud of that. I love playing with makeup. Makeup has become a thing where it's an art form. It's not a thing where you use it because you need to feel beautiful or because you don't like the way you look. I am so honored to join the company of a roster as celebrated and diverse as cover girls. I can't wait to share some of my own beauty tips with fans and work alongside CoverGirl to continue empowering girls and women to celebrate their individuality. I'm excited to be a part of the new direction the Barbie brand is headed, specifically how they are celebrating diversity in the line and encouraging kids to raise their voices. A lot of people don't realize that hair is a big thing for a lot of people, not just African American women. It's something to be aware of and to be cautious of. I think, more than anything else, my dog's death has made me grow up. I find myself thinking about the world in a more serious way. I have parents and family who will never allow me not to be grounded. If I thought for a second that I could possibly lift off the ground, I have 1,000 people who will grab my ankles. I feel that if you shelter your kids from everything, one day they are going to be out in the world on their own, and they are going to have to figure it out. You can't give them a test if you never taught them anything that's on the test. They're going to fail. When I was younger, I went through a phase when I didn't like my hair. Because the school I went to was primarily Caucasian, there wasn't anyone who had my hair texture. I remember one day I straightened my hair, and that was the first day that people gave me compliments on it. A good hair day is when my curls are popping. Sometimes my curls and waves, they like to go a little wild sometimes. They have a mind of their own. But some days, they just fall right into place. I didn't like my hair and makeup one time on a photo shoot, and my publicist told me, "You should just be happy with it, they haven't had a black girl on the cover since forever." She's no longer my publicist.